This is the current desk setup of which I have. Now, unsponsored, I bought myself a secret lamp. Yes, it's not a wall, it's a curtain. And we're going to take this all down tonight. When the desk gets delivered tomorrow, I'm going to build it. And then we're going to run a few tests. I'm going to make a video. And then 3 months after that, maybe a little bit longer, I'm going to give you my honest, uncensored opinion on this desk, since I owe them nothing. So, goodbye old setup. Let's get prepared for the new one. Halfway there. All of this is going to be gone and hidden in that new tray. And this was completely full. You ain't seeing nowhere near as many cables right now as there was. So it's pretty simple. You connect the correct colours to the correct colours. Make sure you've got both legs obviously in their right position. And then it's just the sake of dropping it in, slotting it back, taking the Allen key they've given you and tightening it up. I invested a little bit. Got myself some caster wheels. They're new. We're going to pop them on. These are the official ones, just so I can roll it about, because apparently these are quite heavy. So let's get to it. All you've got to do is unscrew these bad boys. Screw these ones on. Wheels are now on. Now, I've heard these things are incredibly heavy, so I'm going to pray to Chuck Norris and channel him. Try and flip it on my own. If not, I might need some help. Well, that was the easy bit. Laying it on the legs. Now it's the hard bit. Here we go. Chuck Norris. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. But we are up. Desk is built. I've got to unlock the legs, move it into position, and we'll put all the accessories on, and we'll go from there. Convenient, after you flip it over, put the folding tray down there. It's got latches that hold it in place, so I honestly thought that was going to be a two-man job, just because of the awkwardness of it. Use the tool they provided. Nice, but I would have much rather a ratchet one. I'm more used to using them. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just the satisfaction of the clicking as you do it up, because this, dead silent. So now, power's working, it's going up and down. It's magpad time. I've heard this is probably, well, I've heard this is one of the most annoyingest things to put on. Don't know how true that is, but we're about to find out. I'd assume it's like putting on any form of tint, static tint that you can get. Whereas you don't roll it all out, you roll it down. I said tint, I meant wallpaper. If you don't want the bubbles in your wallpaper, you take your time. I have to say, in that being said, you probably meant to pull that, but I didn't. In all of that being said, this first attempt has come out million sound. Perfect. This is the dual monitor arm. Sole purpose, obviously, for dual monitor. So I'm going to put mine here instead of in the centre of the desk, because it sort of matches where my monitors were before, because I don't like having both my screens horizontal. I prefer one vertical, but I prefer it off to the side. So loosen it, remove the film. Ooh. Double-sided film. Ooh. Get them out of the way, and then you place it just like that, and then you tighten these. See, I'm not a nitpicker, but these would have been better on the back, but I understand why they weren't, because obviously the wheels wasn't out straight away. And then another one, crisp. Pull that bad boy off, loosen this bolt, and there we go. And now I've just got to do the other one, but I ain't going to make you watch that. And once we're done with this, we're we're going to go straight to the PC mount. So this is the final part. Now, quick little tip. Get the size of your PC case first before you start it in. And then, after you've attached it, locks in. And once you put your PC in, turn that to green, because red means it ain't moving. Push the button on the outside on, and slot that in. Now, I'm going to put all of my stuff back on this desk and I'll get back to you of how it's finished, how it looks, and we'll do a quick little wobble test in a bit when everything's on it. So the desk is finally finished. It wasn't so much the building, it was more the cable management. Now, as I said, I owe them nothing. So we're going to do some tests and then we're going to talk about it. But the first thing I wanted to show you is this is my normal sitting height. There is a wobble. Now it's not major at this height, but there is still a wobble. But if we turn this on and go to the preset, which will be my standard height, you're going to find mainly the monitors, a little bit of a wobble down below on the PC case, but nothing too major there. We have a lot more wobble. Now that's not a max height. I don't believe anyone's really going to be stood at max height playing video games like this unless you're super tall. But in that being said, it is well made. It's nice, it was easy. Feel professional having it in your home as part of your setup. But we have a few more things to discuss. And then obviously the next thing I have to upgrade is this chair. So let's just talk price. Now, including delivery, if you get the £9 delivery, for everything that I've bought, 1,200. And everything you're seeing on screen is exactly what you've seen in the video. I haven't bought nothing else. Is it worth it? Not sure yet. Only time will tell, I suppose. And that's why I'm going to do a video in a few months saying things that I like and that I don't like. I've already got a few little things that I don't like, which we will say right now, but they're not deal breakers. So, monitor arm and boom arm. That's not a boom. You know what I mean? So, in order to be able to clamp it, you need a C-clamp. Luckily, I've got sort of a C-clamp. But unfortunately, if I want to clip it to the side of the desk, I have to go under the mag pad. Because otherwise it bends the metal. So now I have a little lip. It's not a deal breaker. I can tolerate it. But I feel like they need to implement, especially because a lot of streamers use their products, an arm that goes with the desk. Now, the other thing will be the monitor arm itself. Now, I needed a dual monitor arm. That's £239. And I very rarely see a discount, I'm just going to say, on this, unless you sign up for their news, which gives you, I think it's like £10 or £20 off. Now, my left monitor arm, perfect. Now, they're not broken, but it's perfect. I've got about 3 cables that go into here and go down and are nicely hidden because there's only 3. Now, my right one, my main monitor, has every single slot filled on the back. So, all the mouse, the keyboard, I've got 2 HDMIs, the display port, everything. All them cables do not fit within this. It'll go through the hole to link it to this other one, but they do not fit in the cable management slot. It's a shame, but yet again, it's not a deal breaker. I'm very rarely going to be looking at the back of my PC. The only other issue I have, and this is on me, this ain't even with them, is you have to kind of buy in advance to make sure things are going to work. So I'll explain. I have an extension lead that all my stuff's plugged into,
that's in the shape of a pyramid. Now, I know that sounds weird, but it's just like a triangle, like a Toblerone, shall we say, not a pyramid. So it doesn't quite sit right in the tray because of my speakers, plugs quite big and everything else like that. So it just sits up a little bit. Now, maybe in hindsight, I should have just got a whole new extension cord. But if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And I mean, the price I paid, I ain't buying anything else just yet. Now, I'm going to say the wheels can be bought without. These are new anyway. I just like to rearrange things on my desk from time to time because, I don't know, just change it up, make it feel a bit different. I do spend a lot of time here. So it makes it easier just to pull it out and it glides. It's fine. Now, everything else here, I would say, other than the cable management, but I have used all of it, so I'm just going to lump it in anyway, is a necessity. Because the PC mount, if you're getting a sit-to-stand desk, you're going to need something that can bring it up and bring it down with you, obviously. If you haven't got somewhere for your PC to sit, that you're comfortable, that nothing's going to get tugged or pulled out. But other than that, it's pretty good. I would say premium. We're sort of there. We are sort of there. Now, I have, as you can see on the screen, I have this one. I have the Pro. I do not have the Pro XL. And just to the right here is the size. Now, I didn't buy the XL because I sort of measured out and this fits perfectly, which is a win for me. But on my desk, I have my Xbox, I have the PlayStation, I have all my other peripherals, I have my Steam Deck, I have my mixer, my monitors, everything fits perfect. So I can't really complain too much on that front. I weren't going to buy the XL because that lobs, well, that'd make it more expensive than what it already is. But yeah, like I said, in a few months, we're gonna see if anything changes, see how it wears down, because I've got a lot of stuff on it. I don't know how well the weight's gonna be. Like I said, there is a wobble, but it's tolerable. It's not perfect, but it's never gonna be perfect for a two-legged desk. So yeah, the next thing to do will be get a chair. But hopefully, by the time I get around to doing the review on this, I might have a bit better equipment. My mic, for when I was building it, gave up. And hopefully the reviews are going to be a bit better quality in the future. I don't normally do too many reviews, like talking wise. I don't know, just feel a bit awkward about it. But I thought I might as well just be honest because there was no one else saying prices and this, that, and the other. And I always want to build a rapport off of, well, just showing you what it is. You know what I mean? But no, I appreciate it. And I appreciate your time for watching. Like I say, I'm going to shop around for a few chairs, but not just yet, because I'm pretty sure my wife will get mad.